Oh, and welcome to another episode of Pushups and Cool Music. Well, I had a very fun time actually performing cool music today because I had a concert which was a part of my university exam, which I performed various rock songs that are well, they're posted on my channel, so go check them out if you feel like that. But let's go from rock and roll and more down to earth into the art of stoicism. Today's stoicism is to do the first things, first two things before acting. I think that one is great for everyone to learn from, including me especially. The first thing to do, don't get worked up, for everything happens according to the nature of all things, and in a short time you'll be nobody and nowhere, even as the great emperors Hadrian and Augustus are now. The next thing to do, consider carefully the task at hand for what it is, while remembering that your purpose is to be a good human being. Get straight to doing what nature requires of you, and speak as you see most just and fitting, with kindness, modesty, and sincerity. Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. It's a quote from that. So imagine for a second what Marcus's life as an emperor must have been like. He would preside over the Senate. He would lead the troops in battle, direct the grand strategy of the army as his highest commander. He will also hear appeals from citizens, from lawyers, from foreign governments. In other words, like most people in power, he was called on to make decisions all day, every day, decision after decision. His formula for decision making is a battle tested method for doing and acting right, literally, which is why we ought to try and use it for ourselves. First, don't get upset, because that will color your decision negatively and make it harder than it needs to be. Second, remember the purpose and principles you value most. Running potential actions through this filter will eliminate the bad choices and highlight the right ones. Don't get upset, do the right thing. That's it. Okay, today my plan is to get to the gym and lift some weights. I'm thinking about training my legs. I won't do it with heavy weight. I will just put 200 pounds on the bar and do 5 sets of 10. But I'm no gym narcissist and it's a public gym, so I'm not gonna film. So the only thing I will film is my warm up. And further plans for my push ups and cool music is that to get some actual results within the year. Philosophy is great because hopefully my way of thinking and life around me will reflect the Stoic virtues that I'm learning. And also the daily training, even though I do cut down on it sometimes and be more conscious of actual rest days. But today I'll start with handstand push ups and Beethoven's Fourth. Because my training will be mostly legs, but I can do some upper body stuff and do warm ups for legs. So Beethoven's Fourth is on, and let's get to it. And after that, after eating and resting and training and all that, I'll go to the school, to the piano room. I'll practice some cool music. Play some piano. Yes. Oop. Ooh. Handstand push-ups is one of the heaviest upper body exercises you can do at home. I still have more exercises that I need to learn. For some reason, I haven't learned how to do the muscle up yet. So I think my main goal to get the muscle up, just be more conscious of what I eat and start tracking what I eat. So I can get the minimum requirement of protein for muscle growth, and then just cut down on everything else and get lean and shredded. Then I have less dead weight to carry, and more advanced calisthenics will be easier to do, and I'll have a six-pack, which is beneficial for both martial arts, any kind of athletics, and also for my self-esteem. That's the most important part. To feel good about myself, to look good, to be good. I can stretch the legs a little bit in between because the handstand push-ups are so heavy that they require some weighting. So a little bit of stretching is great to do in between. So I use my time productively. So I do a good warm-up. This position is one of my favorite positions because I can actually comfortably sit in this position for a prolonged period of time. That means I have a chair anywhere I go, which is my butt. Because there is a lot of muscle and mobility there. This symphony starts really slow, but like any Beethoven symphony, the grandness is coming forward. The fourth symphony doesn't get enough love. It's usually the fifth, the seventh, and the ninth I listen to the most, and also the sixth, the Pastoral Symphony, and the third one, of course. But all the symphonies are pretty damn good because it's Beethoven. He's like the GOAT. It's like the king of cool music. Anyway. That was all. Woo. The fact that my head can just support my entire body like this is kind of cool. Neck strength. Ugh. I hear all these fitfluencers are talking about neck training. I never done any conscious neck training besides from just standing on my neck literally with my entire body weight. I guess that's legit. But I don't have a pencil neck either, so I don't see the issue. Because spending time isolating every muscle under the sun, it's kind of hard to do. I think I just do one more set of repetitions on the handstand push-ups, and then I will just practice holding the handstand to make my handstand position better. At least my hips are great. I can't do splits yet, but at least they're quite open anyway, and I can do very high kicks. I can kick way above my head, but there's still room for improvement if I want to be a true Taekwondo master. I'm 2 degrees away from a black belt, and I'm getting my next black stripe on my red belt within a week. So I need to practice for that too. But what does it matter? Even a black belt can get out of shape. But getting a black belt would be great for me because that means I will never get out of shape because I'm a black belt. I cannot be out of shape. I have to be stronger than everybody else. It's my responsibility. So that's my main motivation to getting a black belt. So that would be great. Anyway, do some more reps. Some more neck training. So I can be a fitfluencer as well. Ooh. Okay, let's stretch a bit more before I do handstand holds. You see, I already made it to 11-minute mark. I barely did a few reps. That's how heavy the handstand push-up is. It requires a lot of rest in between. I was doubting that I was gonna do legs today, like earlier this morning, because yesterday's Taekwondo session just really made me feel it in my entire lower body and my lower back. But now I feel good, just moving my body and performing on stage helped loosening it up. So I guess rock and roll is good for training. Well, it is, it's musical expression. So being a vocalist in a band totally works. Ugh. I also love playing the piano, but that can sometimes make my back stiff and make me wanna go work out after a couple of hours. Just go for a run or some stretches. I don't have to hold a wall. I have Taekwondo balance. So I don't need supports for exercises like this. Hey. Stretch the other one both ways. Oh. Sometimes I support myself a little bit. But that's usually when I have a weight shift that I have not anticipated and I lose a little balance. But just feel the weight shift. It's good to feel it. To get to know your system, your body's system of balance. Because if it's well honed, it will keep you there. You won't fall over. Stretch the lower back. Stretch upwards. Oh, sides. Very basic stuff. Good to do every day. That's why I do these videos. So I never forget the basics. No matter what kind of specialized martial arts training or strength training I'm doing. I never forget the basics. Or if I'm working really hard on music and I'm barely working my body, well, these videos are like the bare minimum of my training. If I don't train anywhere else the rest of the day, I'll always have push-ups and cool music. I have to show myself and whoever's watching that I'm consistent. That I want to better myself. Okay, let's try to stand. Oh, that was a good stand. I think that's fine. Let's try. I probably can't do it because my back is sore from yesterday and it seems like I'm really dependent. No, I won't even do it. I won't even do the one-handed push-ups. I'll do that when I'm like 2 days away from Taekwondo and leg day. I have to take 2 rest days in a row for that one. Or else I don't think I will do it. Whew. More stretching and then another handstand. Then just some regular push-ups and some squats to warm up. Then I'm done. Already listened to half the symphony. It's just the first movement. Oh. Oh, this other leg hurts more. Stiffer than the other. Whew. Oh. Okay, let's try. Let's try to be Rocky. I don't know in which Rocky movie he does this. Maybe all of them. I can't do one-arm push-ups. It means my back is not a mess after all. Just very sore muscles. I thought it was over. I thought I was getting too old for something. Ooh, scary. I want to learn a few tricks from longevity expert Brian Johnson to break the barrier of age, to become better and stronger than everybody else, despite pushing a certain age. Maybe it's possible if I try hard enough. Those were the greatest one-handed push-ups in my life because I haven't done them in a while. Feels great to be able to, again. Whew. It's really hot in here. Let's do some more one-handed push-ups. But tomorrow is upper body day, so I have to save some of that strength. Because then I'm gonna do exercises with weights. I just do upper body exercises with weights like once a week. Because there are so many push-ups and stuff like that anyway. So... That's enough. Then the other arm. Then I'm done with that. Do a few leg exercises before I go hit the iron. Then I will just shut up and lift. Don't be a narcissist. Like all these gym influencers who have their tripods in a public gym. I'm gonna film weights. I'm gonna do it at my home gym. But I'm not there right now. I'm at in the student home for the last month before summer. There is nothing more. Great. Let's do squats. Let's just do squats. deeper in the squat. To get a deeper stretch. Deeper stretch means bigger muscles and better mobility. Ooh. And that is why I don't do that much bodyweight squats, because I'm like, when do I actually run out of repetitions? Like, never? So that's why I'm going in the gym to lift some weights. But the message of today's stoicism, to look back on and reflect on that, is think before you act. Think before you talk. Don't be a fool. I tell myself that, and I tell everyone that. Don't be a fool. Be humble even though you're striving to become the best version of yourself. Okay, have a nice one. Bye.